Hi guys, it is Belle here and it is time for this week's Margarete Miller and it is week 49. I cannot believe that. That is just wild. So I'm combining the prompt dancing and either side of a playing card, and I have this piece. We have this fun joker who looks like he's doing a little bit of a dance, and he is in Christmas colours, and Christmas is also a time of Christmas jokes and things like that, so I like that one. Anything summer. So I have these fabric stickers. These are super old. These are 2004 hot off the press. It's just crazy. Haven't used a single one of these. But we have this lemonade one, which I'll tell you why when we're doing this. Dancing East Side something summer, 3 of something. So I have some stickers, these red ones. And we are going to do the word ho, ho, ho for Santa. An eating utensil. I literally just had it. I have this little fork, which actually works really well. And a short word. I have this acetate that says joy. So, also have some paper and some other little bits and pieces. And of course, I have the photo for today, which for some reason now I can't find. So we are going to, I'll show you my photo and then we'll get making. So this is my photo. This is me and my son. You can see these lights in the background. I'm going to tell you all about those as I am making the page. So I picked this paper because it's blue and snowflakey, but it's also got these purple bits to it, and it really picks up the colours in the photo, as well as being quite Christmassy. I'm trying to work out if I want a little bit of a pink border. I know that sounds weird, but the thing is, there is this purple pink. Do you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? It's not something I normally do, so let's do a purple pink border. So last week, one of the things we did was that at a shopping centre near us, there was this light display. It's on for a few weeks, and we went for the first night of it. Where did I put my mark? We went for the first night of it, and it's completely free. It's just there at the centre, out on the big lake that is there. And it's done. I got this the wrong way around. Oh, goodness me. Come on, Belle. Make more of a mark and then you'll be able to see. Plus, you want some of the purple, so actually you probably want this. Yeah, some of this. So they had hired an artist, a couple of artists, to do a display of the Aurora Borealis, which we don't really get to see much here, especially where I am in the UK. Last year, funny enough, there was sightings. Even my daughter had them up here where she lived. But we don't really get them here. You can get them further north, especially Scotland way. They're quite regular now there. But this display was of the Aurora Borealis. And what they did was they also put smoke out, smoke machines kind of thing, or whatever it was, fog machine, whatever. And then the lights themselves got caught in that and moved over the lake, and it was a stunning display. They also had someone create a piece of music as it was playing, which I know sounds weird because obviously the Aurora Borealis do not have music as they are in the sky, but it was really soft, gentle, sort of hypnotic music. If you've ever done things like meditation or kind of those sleep sound machines, imagine something like that. It was very faint and beautiful and ethereal, and it actually worked super well. The lights themselves were stunning. It was one of the most calming things that I have ever experienced. So because the lights were sort of in the sky, but also reflected off the lake, and because of the smoke and fog, it kind of had this mystical effect. You felt like you were in the water, which I particularly found very calming and relaxing. And between the lights, the cool night, the music, honestly, as someone who has always meditated a lot. Sorry, I'm just having my cup of tea. It's very early while I'm filming. As someone who's always meditated a lot and been to a lot of different things like that, I found it so super relaxing. Like, we stayed there for maybe, it felt like forever, because it was just, I didn't want to move, and it was so nice. And the thing was, we weren't expecting much. We kind of read about it. Well, my partner had, and he was like, oh, this is on, do you want to go? And I was like, well, I don't really know. And even my son was like, oh, it doesn't sound like it's going to be very good. But we were all super pleasantly surprised at just how good it was and how many people turned up to kind of look at it. But it wasn't busy, and it wasn't too cold. So even though it was a cold night, it wasn't too cold. It just kind of added to the whole atmosphere. I wanted to bring in a little bit of red, but we also have this really pretty one, which I know it kind of clashes with the blue, but it picks up the red and green in the Joker and my red cup. So it does pick that up. So yeah, it was just, I think I'm going to go for this one. And I might even do it kind of across like that. I haven't done that, so let's maybe do that. So it was just a really, really lovely thing to go and see. And it's a shame because it was just so beautiful, but the cameras weren't really picking it up that well. We did get quite a lot of like video footage of it and stuff, which was nice. Oh, I didn't want to leave. It was so relaxing. I honestly felt like, as someone who sort of spent a lot of time in the sea, that effect of when you're underwater and you look up and everything, all the lights and everything are like that, that's how it felt. And I just found that super relaxing. So, that was good. Yeah, so that's when we went to see. It was an art interpretation of the Aurora Borealis, which I thought was great. And like I said, even my son was impressed with how good it was. I mean, it actually looks almost like we are actually there, which is one of the reasons I like this photo, but it hasn't got as much of the pink, because they did have some pink and purple and things in it. So it hasn't got as much as of that as I would have maybe liked. I'll put this card down here. I'm wondering about if I want this area to be the tuck spot today. And then afterwards, we decided to go out for dinner. So we went somewhere else. And we went to, excuse me if I get this wrong, but a pho restaurant. It's spelt pho, but it's pronounced pho, I think. Yeah, I like that. We went to there, and I haven't been there before. My son has eaten, he's had like, he's eaten there before, but I haven't been there before. So we decided to go there. And I had the traditional, I say it's traditional, but the pho, because you can't go to the restaurant named after the traditional Vietnamese meal and not actually eat it, if you know what I mean. So I had that, the vegetarian option, so it had like all a vegetable broth, and it had tofu, and it had loads of mushrooms and things, and obviously you get all the herbs and that on the side. I have to say, it wasn't quite for me. It was a bit too savoury. However, because I love like Vietnamese and Asian food and stuff, it's like one of my favourite things to eat, but that was just too kind of savoury for me. And then, but we did have these summer Vietnamese rolls, which, oh my goodness, they were absolutely amazing. I could have had like a plate of 5 of those. I had 2. And they came in with a spiced chili sauce, peanut sauce on the side. Oh my goodness, guys, they were absolutely amazing. My son and my partner loved their food, what they had. My son had a really spicy vegan fake chicken kind of dish, and yeah, it was just really yummy. And then we also had dessert there, and I had, oh my goodness, guys, I had banana fritters, which, oh my goodness, and they came with this ginger ice cream, and this ice cream blew my head off. It had so much fresh ginger, and I loved it. Honestly, between the ice cream and the banana fritters, that was delish. So whilst the main dish, so I'm just having a drink again. Whilst the main dish for me wasn't any good, I knew I should have had like the Vietnamese noodles, because I love noodles. I'm gonna start gluing these down. Or have had the salad. I decided I could not go to the restaurant and not try the national dish, and I've tried it now, and that one wasn't for me. I do like that they put all the herbs and everything on the side, and you add them to your meal as you're eating and stuff. Now, we do that at home anyway. Like when I'm making curries or Thai dishes or Asian dishes, I will always have little bowls of accompaniments on the side, fresh herbs, peanuts, fresh chilies, all sorts of things like that you can add onto your meal anyway. It's just a thing, and I think it sort of adds, people can add what they like then to that. Oh, that was meant to go underneath, that's okay. And that's just something I do in the home anyway, inspired obviously by the fact that that's kind of what a lot of these cultures do with their food. And I love that. There's nothing better than having, I don't know, a lovely curry or something, and then on the side you've got bowls of fresh herbs and crunchy things that you can add on top of it. Like, oh yes, yummy. So I loved that. It just wasn't for me, and that's okay, because I'm glad I tried it. Next time we go back, because we will be coming back, next time we go back, I will definitely try the something else. I will have the sort of noodle salad or something. I will have that. So anyway, so we had that, and then we ended up in a chocolate shop to grab, they had a new chocolate out. If you like Lindt, they have brought out a shortbread one. Now, anyone who knows me knows if it's got biscuit or shortbread in, it's my thing. So we picked some of those up and a few other little Christmas bits in there. And I said to my other half, we'd started the night in Scandinavia with the Aurora Borealis. We'd then gone to Vietnam for dinner. And we'd ended up in like Switzerland for the end of the night. That's what it felt like. It was like around the world, which I don't know. I liked that. So I have these fun stickers that I wanted to use, but I recently got the new Tim Holtz Christmas ephemera. The number is TH94447. Or the little mini ephemera, And I also got his new sticker book, mainly because I love the red and green stickers in here in the washi. And this is TH94451. And it is actually just turned up. I love these vintage labels. I actually still have some vintage labels and vintage Christmas stickers like this. I was wondering if it does. It says ho, ho, ho there. But do I want really shiny ho, ho, ho across the top? I think I do. But I want to put one of those stickers on anyway. So, yeah, it just made us laugh because we'd been around the world that night for events and food. But it was so good. I really did love that restaurant, even if I didn't particularly enjoy the dish I had. That is nothing to do with the dish. It is a beautiful dish. It just was not what I really wanted. And I think even though it had like the mushrooms and the tofu, and you could then put lots of herbs and things in it, I would have liked a lot more vegetables, which is why I think I liked the, oh my gosh, those summer rolls. I am not kidding you. I cannot stop thinking about those summer spring rolls. Oh my goodness. And that chili peanut dip. Oh my goodness me, guys. Honestly, it was delicious. And we'd got it as a sharing plate. But I ended up having, well, I think there was only 2 on the plate or something. But they were big, like they were this big. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. So I ended up having the majority of it and the sauce. Oh, honestly, yum, yum, yum. So definitely eat there again. I'm looking forward to it. And the banana fritter, it was all right. The fritter itself, it was good, but it was that ice cream. And I am not an ice cream person. I know I've been speaking a lot about ice cream this year because a really beautiful gelato place opened up. But I am not really an ice cream person. But this ginger ice cream, I actually said, I don't know if they make it in-house or what they do. But if we can find a version of that, I'm just going to keep it in the freezer for when... Oh, I know what I forgot to put on for when everyone is poorly, because, that was delicious. I mean, I'm a ginger fan anyway, but that really got you in the back of the throat and was like, oh, spicy. Now, one of the prompts was something summer, and here I am with some lemonade. The reason for that is, guys, that both my son and I had some lemonade. So I always have fresh mint tea, like actual fresh mint, you know, where the plant is in hot water. But we also both ended up getting some lemonade. I got a dragon fruit lemonade and he got a green tea. These are so old they won't even pull off properly. He got a green tea lemonade. This might have to go down here, which is fine because we can still get the sticker in and out of there. So when it said something summery, I was like, how am I going to fit this something summery into a festive piece? And then it all worked out because, although I feel like I want this up, because ended up with lemonade. So, you know, it worked out. I'm going to see if I can find some foam tape. The dragon fruit lemonade was so yummy. It was, reminded me a little bit of pomegranate, but not quite as, I want to say, tart as pomegranate, which again, I love. I'm much less of a sweet person. I like spice and a little bit of acidity. My other half is the complete opposite. If it is not swimming in some sort of, sugar, he's like, nah. So he, yeah. And my son really liked his green tea lemonade as well. I'm just wondering what I want. I would like, I think, a little Tim Holtz word for here. I think I want holiday, because we're going to put that on here. We also have this little bit from the Tim Holtz pieces. Then we can put holiday across the top. That works. Okay, let's glue that down. I just want to use some because I've just recently bought it, so I want to put that on there too. Yeah, so lemonade worked brilliantly. When I saw this sticker, I was just like, oh yeah, because obviously that's what we had, because why wouldn't we? We're out, it's cold. And we're having a cold drink here, and then I'd got a lovely kind of tropical mango slushy kind of thing. And then we went to a lovely restaurant, and I ended up having ice cream and a lemonade. So, you know, as you do. I mean, why wouldn't you? I was wondering also about putting like one of these on here. I don't want another word. These stickers are cute. What does that one say? Sorry, it's blue, so that's why I'm looking at it. Best wishes, candles. These stickers are so cute. But I am wondering if I just want a little label. We could pick up the green, because there's some green here and there's some green there. And I can put a little label kind of across here. And I'm going to be, do I want it across there? Yeah, there's a bit dark there. And then I can put the date on there of when we went. So I think that's everything, guys. What do you think? It's a strange one this week, but I think it all works together. So dancing, we have this jolly joker doing a jig. There we go. A jolly joker doing a jig. Anything summer, lemonade, because I don't know about you guys, but I always think of lemonade in summer. And actually, that's when I normally, well, actually it's pre that. It's sort of April. I start making my own homemade lemonade a lot, but definitely in summer. Where'd that come from? Sorry, I wanted to also add this little, I feel like there's something missing there. So I just saw this little poinsettia and I decided to add it on. Something just didn't feel right there. So I'm going to add that. Okay, so yes, dancing, a joker, a jolly jester doing a jig, anything summer, lemonade, either side of a playing card. There we have one. 3 of something, ho, ho, ho. Just like Santa. An eating or cooking utensil or fork, and a short word, joy. So that is today's one. And I forgot before then, what I also saw when we were out, there was this like pop-up craft shop, and I ended up finding this. It is by someone called Tilly. I'm going to take it out. But she was doing these pieces that are the colours of different places. She has towns, events, countries, but she had the colours of Ireland. And I just loved this, guys. This, I don't know why, considering it's just colours, but it made me a bit homesick when I saw it. It made me a little bit emotional. I absolutely love like the Northern Lapwing one, or look at this one for folklore. Connemara Marble, the Gala Games, Irish Dance, Fiddle, this beautiful like mahogany brown, Kilcannon and Champ. I mean, come on, if you're Irish and you haven't had Kilcannon and Champ, are you really Irish? Guinness. We've got the Temple Bar, the Cliffs of Moher, Irish Stew, soda bread, Boxy, cabbage. I mean, come on. Even the harp was on here. I love the potatoes one. I mean, I'm pointing them all out, but even an Irish hare. I mean, yeah, the Irish elk. There was just something about this that I will leave it down below if I can find it. It just says by Tilly. I don't know. But they actually had one of Northern Ireland as well. And then they did this one of the joint island, which I much preferred. And yeah, I don't know what it was about this, but when I saw it, because this isn't my usual style of artwork, but when I saw it, I just got really emotional and a little bit homesick. So, and because it's been a few years since I went home, yeah, I picked this up and I'm going to have this framed. And I also have it in my creative area, my craft area, because I think the idea of colour and how colour links to something, what you think of when you think of that item, I think that's really interesting for us as creatives. And if this was a paint palette, I think I'd love a paint palette that was inspired by Ireland. You know, that folklore one in particular is absolutely stunning. So anyway, I thought I would share that one and my finished piece. That's it for this week, guys. I am wondering, so let me know down below. I'm having a lot of you ask what challenges I'm doing next year, and I really haven't decided yet, but because I don't know what ones are on yet. But I am wondering if I do this again this year, because this is my 4th year doing Margarete Miller. And yeah, I don't know. So let me know down below. Would you like to see me do the Margarete Miller one again? Or is there another challenge that's similar? I like doing collage and prompt-based challenges that are like this, that are quick and easy. If there's something similar you think might work for me. So let me know. Do you want me to do Margarete Miller again? Or do you want me to do a different prompt-based challenge? Obviously, I'm also doing the ABC challenge this year, and I was doing the card one. And if the ABC challenge is up next year, I'm probably going to do that again. But just let me know down below, because I've done 4 different ways of doing the Margarete Miller challenge now, and I just don't know if I'm going to do it for a 5th year, even though I really do enjoy these videos. So anyway, let me know down below, guys, and I hope you are all okay. I'll be back again soon for another video, but until next time, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.